Hello. Hello. What happened here? That is not the damage I was hoping for. Hey everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Thank you very much for tuning in. Yeah, I thought of just running Hydra Battle in the background. Apparently, something went wrong with the RNG. Not what I was hoping for. Alright, lot of stuff going on today. A lot of stuff. We have the fusion already live. Right. Where is it? Here it is. So we have to collect fragments of rare, or copies of rares rather. How is the rare even? I actually haven't looked at the kit. Okay. It's a blind. What is this? Goat. Okay. What does he do? Decrease attack A1, the weak decrease attack, okay. Increase resistance. Interesting. Increase resistance on a rare, that's new. That's quite new. And the shield. Heals allies, turn meter boost, okay. Skinwalker, magic affinity. Might actually come in handy in some Curse City and Doom Tower stages. And then we have the epic. What is this helmet? Oof. She has a very heavy metallic emblem hanging from her ponytail. That probably hurts her a lot. Attack Void Epic. Okay. Stealing a buff. Okay. Why would we ever want this? Never mind. It's just the chances increasing. I thought the buff selection of the target was randomizing, but it's not. Okay. I mean, that's pretty decent on the A1. Double hitter, chance of stealing turn meter. Okay. With crit, 30%. Not bad. AoE hit. Increase crit rate increase on this champion. Okay. Duration of all buffs on this champion as well. Increase attack by 2% for each buff. Okay, so kind of built in Nature's Wrath in a way. I wonder how hard she hits. But the fusion itself is definitely worth going for. He is an Arman's level champion. Time will tell whether he'll dominate the arena like Arman's does or not. But his kit is redonkulous. Okay. What's happening with my... Why am I floating? I need to stop floating. Yes. Okay. I haven't actually touched much today, so need to do all the dailies and such, so let's do that first. This team probably doesn't have presets, so now it will have presets. So this is the Dark Fate team. It's a pretty cool Dark Fate team, to be honest. I mean, this is just normal. We do get a Void Shard and this is done. I'm not doing any of the secret rooms anymore because I have all the legendaries, all the epics. That's why I don't attempt these rooms. But otherwise, maybe for this rotation I should, because Dark Fate is worth farming. The lethal gear is actually pretty cool. Let's do the Iron Twins. I've done one key while I was filming the video earlier this day. If you haven't checked that video out, please do so. Basically, all my dungeon teams. It's pretty sweet. Two more to go. Has anybody pulled any cool champions over the weekend with the 2x primals? I pulled some shards on Sunday. I got absolute garbage, unfortunately. Not even a legendary. And not even any good epics, but a couple of pretty garbage epics. So, yeah. That's where it's at. Okay, 10 of these bad boys is nice. That was actually pretty decent. Okay, so I know that there are 3 events going on, and we can triple dip with farming food on the dragon. Gonna be pretty sweet. Let's do that. Let's run. The thing is that Marius is not consistent here, but let's go. We'll see. So we have the Dragon tournament, the Dungeon Divers tournament, as well as the champ training. And we will be able to do all 3 of those things with this team. There's a small chance that we fail because of some RNG. But let's see. I just want to watch how often that happens, and then based on that, I will tweak the team a little bit. There you go. Just 25 seconds, and Marius is solo farming this. Pretty sweet. See that when he takes the extra turn, he drops dangerously low. There. But so far, all the hits he's managed to get back up. So I'm hoping that continues. So far, so good. And there's the first fail. Let's see how often this is happening. Might need to add one more champion here, just to make this a bit more consistent. Who can I add? Second damage dealer? Probably. Probably Ninja would be good here. Yeah, this is not consistent. Either I need to change Marius's build, which I absolutely want to avoid, or I can run a second damage dealer. Okay. Not Ninja. Wasting energy at this point. Thor, maybe? Okay, let's try Thor. Thor also hits really hard. Hello, hello, Fields. How's it going? Okay, also not Thor. What's happening? Why is this team failing? It's supposed to not fail. Okay. I have a solution. There's a very simple solution at play here. And that solution involves a defense champion. This guy right here. That guy will solve it. Pull anything interesting over the weekend, Fields, with the 2x primals? Yeah, why didn't I add him in sooner? Okay, based on that reaction, I'm assuming you pulled nothing good. Dupe Mikage? Okay. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be very happy about it either, but to be honest, it's still a mythical. It's still a mythical, and Mikage is actually a decent mythical. You can use her in multiple areas. You can build one for the Hydra, one for Finite, for example. But yeah, I wouldn't be very happy pulling Mikage either. It was depressing. Sorry to hear that. Probably not as depressing as mine. I streamed late on Sunday? No. Was it Friday? Maybe it was Friday. I pulled my shards, all my 17 or 18 shards that I saved up. And nothing. I pulled a few crap epics and then rares. Rares from those blue shards just feels so depressing. On 2x. No Legos, no mythicals. Maybe my teams are pretty set except for Live Arena. Okay. Yeah, I mean, she's also pretty decent in Live Arena. Well, if there's nothing else, you can always empower her. Or token trader? Can you do that for mythicals actually? I have no idea. It's a not even a first world, but a 0th world problem that I'm not aware if you can do. Sacrifice mythicals for I don't even know what they're called. The token trader tokens, I guess. Yeah, this team is working fine now. So Marius alone was doing it, but he's not consistent. So in order to bring consistency, we unfortunately have to sacrifice one slot for insurance. This dragon killer is my insurance. Yep. Mr. Staltus. Might save her in case they launch faction guardians for mythicals. Yeah, fair point. Fair point. They probably will at some point. But to be honest, how many people will have dupe mythicals? It's very, very unlikely to happen, right? Very few people. But yeah, as the game gets older, the longer time you spend in the game, then the more chances of that happening. I'm actually looking forward to playing around with the Fusion champion, Fabian, once we get him in a couple of weeks. Is he gonna be as dominant as Arman's? His kit looks like it could, but you never know. Some champions' kits, when they come out, it looks bonkers and then they slowly just fade into oblivion. Arman's was not one of those champions. So let's see if this guy will hold up or not. His kit is insane. How's my Marius healing? So on A3 I think he heals, and then on his A1 it's that mastery. When his HP, I don't remember the name of the mastery, it's on the offense side. So when the HP is below 50% and you do damage, you heal. That's how he's healing. And then on the A3 he heals anyhow. On the A2, sorry, the max HP hit. It's similar to Newt. Newt also heals on his max HP hit. Yeah. That ability does so much. Like similar to Blessed Bash. Blessed Bash from Newt also heals, but it also decreases the defense. It's a built-in cruelty. It's actually better than cruelty because cruelty caps at 20% and Newt decreases until 30, I believe. So those abilities do so much that we tend to forget. Anyone else who pulled something amazing over the weekend? I want to live vicariously, guys. Let me know. Even though my Marius can do this solo, I don't know if I should be farming Heart 10. Like in terms of energy efficient. It's probably the most time efficient because it gets you the points the fastest. Probably not energy efficient. Actually, I don't know the maths on that. It gets so close, and that last when the HP gets so low, and then he does his A2, and then he heals back up. To be honest, ever since I brought Staltus in, Marius is not dying. Marius is dying two times in a row was the reason I brought in insurance. And now he doesn't need insurance just because he has it? You kidding me? One thing I also liked is that his animations are pretty fast. Marius's. Like with Newt, for example, Newt is a great champion, one of the best champions in the game. The only downside with him is that he's a dwarf. And I don't mean that as a racist. I don't know if you can be racist towards dwarfs or what. I mean that he has tiny legs. He takes forever to run to the boss and all the way back. So he increases the time taken because of the lengthy animations. All the dwarves in general. It's the same with the Crazia. With the Crazia, I prefer to use her A2 for Crazia very often because the animation on the A2 is that she doesn't run anywhere. She just does it. Similar to how Newt's A2 is with the counter attack. But obviously it's not the money ability. For Crazia, it is basically the same as her A3, but actually even better, especially in Hydra, because it's an AoE hit. Alright. Actually, I should keep an eye out for the levels of these champions. I'm not. For one accessory piece, what do you think is better for Marius? Refresh or reaction? Neither. The best one is Slayer, obviously. Get him into 9-piece Slayer, buddy. Okay, so if you were choosing between the two, I'm guessing you have him in Stone Skin and Lethal build. So for that, I mean, depends on where you're running him, right? If you're focusing on the arena, then likely that reaction is better. But anywhere else, refresh is better. Literally anywhere else. Hey Rank, how's it going? Other than rethinks, other than Slayer set, is he good with Merciless set? I think so. Because Merciless gives you the chance to refresh. If for example you're talking about 9-piece, right? It gives you a chance to refresh his skills with a 4-piece. You also get a built-in extra turn mechanic with a 9-piece and ignore defense. The trouble is that it gets more. So Merciless is more beneficial for attack-based nukers, just because it gives off so much more attack percentage within the stats that the set gives. So I would recommend putting Merciless on your attack-based champions. But if you really want to, then he can be really good. So not Marius, but for example, my Mechanaki, who is also a defense-based nuker. My Mechanaki is a 9-piece Merciless, and he is godly. Really, really good. So he can work if you... Yeah, if you can't get him into 9-piece Merciless, then yeah, I think worth trying. Actually, that might be something to look into for me. Yeah, like maybe on a free regear weekend, I can do a video looking at these 2 or 3 builds. One can be lethal, one can be 9-piece Merciless, one can be 9-piece Slayer, and then just comparing damage numbers everywhere. Obviously, Lethal and Stone Skin, for example, will always be better in the arena because of that Stone Skin at the start for your Go Second teams. Marius is crazy in the arena because he hits whenever someone tries to decrease the turn meter, right? And if he's built well, he can smack on his A1. My Mari smacks really hard on his A1. So, but the other two, Merciless for example and Slayer, how do they rank in long fights, in Hydra fights, in dungeon runs and all that? I subbed recently in thank you very much, thanks. Appreciate that. And thank you for also hanging out in the stream and commenting. What about yourself? Did you pull something cool over the weekend with the 2x? Fields and I have not had a lot of luck. Fields was just mentioning that he pulled a dupe Mikage. Fields, you use him for both with Arena and other piece. In that case, I would go with Refresh actually, and not Reaction. Yeah, because there's also a chance, for example, of doing back-to-back. Okay, so hear me out. In the Arena, he brings a lot already, but one other thing that some people look over is that on his A3, when he boosts, he throws the stun on the highest turn meter enemy, right? So now just imagine you A3'd, and one of the champions gets stunned. You get an extra turn, refresh procs, and you do it again. Now 2 champions are stunned. Actually, I don't know if the same champion will get the 2 stuns, or maybe it'll spread out. Something to look at. But that way, it can also be very cool in the Arena. So I would still recommend Refresh if you had to pick between the two. I'm free to play and don't have any good Slayers, so my choices for him is limited, even though I am still away from Marius. Okay, fair enough. Fair point, fair point. Slayer is pretty difficult to come by, especially if you're not picking up the Forge Pass. I completely understand. Yeah, then do try him out in Merciless. Let me know how it works out. And I actually might try this out. You've given me a good idea also for a video. So next free gear weekend, I'll try it out. And I'll let you know how it goes. Especially with the fact that I have the 6-star Rend. Pulled 11 primals, got 10 rares and an epic. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am so sorry. If it makes you feel any better, I pulled like 18 shards and I got 14 rares and 4 crap epics. The stone skin protects on the first turn. Yeah, exactly. So you are protected from debuffs while getting chance to do the counter attack, as well as throw the stuns out when you finally take a turn. No speed, thank you. Okay, these are done. How many points did we get? Let's check. Okay, yeah, so we're doing 3 events at once, right? Champion training. Probably not a lot. We just started. Yeah. Champion training mostly is also done in the tavern. Dungeon Divers, we got almost 900 points, which is actually pretty nice. And I want to check with the Dragon Tournament. Okay. Pretty decent. 3 out of 6 rewards done, halfway through. Okay, let's go to the tavern. Get some points in. Yep. I mean, 1 stars don't get you any points, to be honest. But starting from 3 stars, what I will try to do is... Do I not have any ones ranked up? Okay, that's sad. Okay, so what I'll do is, and this is very cool, with the new features that they've added to the tavern, they've made life much easier. So go to your 3 stars, select all of them, check which of the potions you have the most of. So in my case, I have a lot of spirit potions and void potions, right? So let's say I'll pick both spirit and void. I'll flip this over, select one, 2 brews. Next. Select one. Oh, this. Why do they have notifications on this corner? Seriously. 2 brews. Next. And you continue this for a bit. You want to get. And this gives you very quick points, right? And do this for a while until you have enough champions. When you are ranking certain champions from 30 level and 3 stars to 4 stars, then you can feed these champions. By already have gotten 3 points. This is a lot. Most people know who have been playing the game for a long time. This is one of the best ways and fastest ways to make champion trading points. And as soon as you see, okay, your spirit reserves are getting depleted, just switch over. Use some of the others. In my case, the champions are getting depleted. The spirit champions, that is. So I'll keep doing this as much as I can. And you'll notice that I will be making a lot of points in the back. So this is champion, the event, I believe, which is why the points are not showing up in a tournament. As you are ranking up, there's a pop-up here, shows how many points you make for each. So by now I have put it in quite a few already. Now let's switch over. I'll remove the filters. So 30 champions. And I can then feed the champions who I just took to 15. And once this is at 4, what I like to do is also immediately throw 3 brews in now. She's ready to feed into 4 stars. For now I have chickens, so I will use chickens. Yeah. It's obviously, despite all the changes and everything, it's still a bit tedious. But that's when you want to maximize your efficiency. Build Knave of Hearts recently and want to try him out. Is there any place he is good? Oh, from what I've seen, I don't have him, but what I've seen is so far no place where he excels at. Maybe the vault, unfortunately. So the 4-star chickens I also have quite a few by now. At 5 stars I like to feed 7 of these. 6 or 7 is fine. And once I'm done with all of these, I'll show you how many points I've racked up in pretty quick time, right? There you go. I'll also take him off the locked state because I don't mind feeding this guy. Okay. Similarly, with the 4 stars, after feeding in 3 brews, they go up to level 18. So those are the ones I'm gonna rank up. Siege Hoke is ready. Now, deity, I think I actually want to take the second deity up to level 60. Because deity is a pretty good champion. I have one built already, but I want to build a second one because he will be useful in some Curse City stages for me. But yeah, so I've done this. Now let's check the points. There's champ training. You see? Almost 3,000 points. That's halfway there already. Pretty damn good. And I think I now even have enough to rank up a level 5 champion. So I need to decide who to level up. Hey Johnson or Janssen. Why are you halfway leveling them? I'm halfway leveling them because that gives me points for the tournament. So the thing is, if you go into your champion training event or tournament, both of them, and where's the info tab? Is it at the bottom there? There you go. So anytime you rank up level, for each level that you rank up, you get points. So for level 3, for example, for each level rank up, I get 2 points. So for example, if I take 15 levels, I get 30 points for each of these. And taking them up to level 15 is very easy by just putting in 2 brews that you just saw. So this way you pile up the training points really, really quickly. That's why. Okay, so any champions that I actually do want to level up to 60. I do have enough chickens. That's the thing, and that's one of the things you face in the end game. I know it's a first world or a 0th world problem. Which champ should I rank up? And I don't want to rank up any. I know there's dozens of people asking who to 60. The legit question, especially if you're starting out, you're low on resources. My problem is I have enough resources and I don't have a viable champion to rank up. I was talking about Daithi, so maybe Daithi actually. Yeah, let's do Daithi. Him, I know that I'm actually going to use. One of the Cursity stages, if I saw it correctly, it was actually this rotation. Here, maybe? Oh yeah, perfect. Here, I have already one. A second one will be very useful. Because this stage is going to be a nightmare to deal with. Otherwise. So maybe a second Daithi does make sense, but I'll actually hold on to that thought. Dag Arena tournament, what? Okay, some energy is never bad. Let's continue the run. Keep triple dipping into the points. So these 3 are done. Let's select new champions. Level 4s. Yeah, I've collected quite a few. Yeah, look at this crap epics that have been piling up. Some of them came from over the weekend when I pulled my primals. There you go. So what's the turn count here? 21. I mean, right now we don't care about the turn count too much because it's simple dragon tournament and not the turn count tournament. It's always nice to keep an eye out. For the turn count, I'm gonna be using not this team with farming food, but proper team. I'm gonna bring my Newts in, for example. So is everybody going for the fusion? Or some people don't have the resources? Okay, 16 turns. Okay, not bad, not bad. Can't believe these two are getting 16 turns. You're in. How much shard requirements they need? Yeah. Actually, how's the calendar looking like? Actually, I haven't looked at the fusion calendar yet. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Let me share that as well while the fight goes on in the background. 1 sec. There you go. Okay, so we have. So there's one extra summon rush for a chance to get the epic, or an extra fragment basically, which is always nice. So if somebody has saved up a few shards, with this obviously always helps. It depends again on what point requirements they have, but I wouldn't really bet on this. So Dungeon Divers, Dragon, Champion Training, these are the three events that started today, and these are the 3 events I am triple diving into. Dungeon Divers, does it stretch into a second tournament for the dungeon? Of course it doesn't. Seriously, Plarium. Ice Golem starts the day the Dungeon Divers ends. They can be so scummy, to be honest. Gear enhancement, this is fine. You will be collecting a lot of silver here. You can feed that into the gear enhancement. Ice Golem overlaps with its own Dungeon Divers, which does not overlap with the next farming tournament. Of course not. So there's a summon rush here, and a champion chase on the second weekend, which is always nice. So whenever you have a regular fusion, it's always nice to have the champion chase in the second weekend, because what you can do is you can also get a lot of champion chase points for summoning the epics. It's like 250 points each. So for example, you've already saved up enough for fusing 3. So when you fuse 3 of the epics, you get exactly 750 points. Actually, no, not 750. This is a void epic, so even more incentive to do it. So even more points. I don't remember exactly how much does a void epic give when you pull on that event, but I would say somewhere close to 1,000 in total you can get theoretically. So use that if you can. So summon rush always is a problem. Let's see what the requirements are, but normally they're about 4 sacreds if you can save them up. 4 sacreds, 4 to 5 sacreds, and then some of your mysteries and such. Dungeon Divers again, the first one is 3,700 points. I'm assuming the second would be the same. And then there's a third Dungeon Divers as well. Yes, there is, and that one overlaps with Finite. Spider does not get an overlap. This is such a scummy practice. They didn't used to do this. The farming tournament not overlapping with the Dungeon Divers event. Not a cool practice. Not a cool practice at all. So fairly straightforward. A lot of the challenging fusions are like this. Arman's was also like this. For example, Newt was also like this. So they will take resources, but looking at this guy's kit, I would highly recommend, if you can do it, do the fusion. Otherwise, this guy has the potential to be another Arman's. Might turn out that he's not, and we forget about him in 6 months, but the potential is there. So I would highly recommend, if you can do it, please do it. Alright, how is it looking? Okay, 14 battles done. So the insurance is coming into play, huh? Staltus is in the Steam for insurance, in case Marius is overwhelmed by the poisons. And sometimes he is, so that's where Stultus helps. Okay, so 29. So this batch of champions is almost done. We'll have to switch. But that's also the nice thing with these multi battles. There's an option to, like, actually it's the first tick mark that it will not run if your champions are max level, which actually helps in this situation. Ah, never mind, they are epics. What was I thinking? Epics go until 40. But I'll pause after this battle for a sec. I was thinking of doing a bit of live arena. It's been a few days, and then maybe we can jump back. I also need to do Hydra, Chimera. There's so much stuff to do. But actually, also Curse City. Completely forgot. Maybe let's just do the Curse City keys first. Okay, so 1300 points. That's 1/3 of the way. Hey Sebastian, how's it going? Sebastian, tell me you pulled something crazy over the weekend. Tell me you pulled 2 mythicals out of 1 shard. Okay, let's do, what is this? Ah, no, didn't collect this. Okay. No, not what I wanted to do. Let's do Curse City. So I beat Amius yesterday. This is the team I used. No, this is not the team I used. What is the team I used? It is the team I used? Okay, apparently it is the team I used. Marius makes it easy. She has heal reduction. You can also use Venomage. I used her in one of the comps as well. But Cold Heart can smack and has heal reduction on the A1. It's pretty cool. But yeah, let's start working the way through to Soul Cross. I always want to tackle the hard content first, and then do the easy one later. Gives me more time to prep. Okay, we now have Marius. The last time I did the stage, I didn't have Marius apparently. Now we do, and he's most likely all we need. Actually, this is enough. Come again, you sound a bit low for me. Oh, really? One sec. Let me adjust this. Or maybe background music is a bit too loud. Hopefully it's better now. No, just saying, tell me that you actually had good luck and you pulled a lot of cool champions over the weekend with the 2x on the primals. I mean, you were on the stream on Friday when I was pulling, when I pulled absolute garbage. I wonder if you pulled something cool afterwards. I really have to slog through with this team. Are you kidding me? Actually, I clicked go already. I didn't check if I have the gear on. So my main damage dealer in this team is one Razin. Second is Broodlord. Yeah, he doesn't have gear. That's what I was scared of. Let me put the gear on you. Okay, so he's missing both these pieces. So defense percentage and speed is what I am looking for. One bolster and one immortal is also what we're looking for. Okay. Yeah, let's take this. And then one bolster piece to complete that set. Yeah, why not? Let's take this. Okay. Actually, is Skull Crusher geared? He is geared, okay. Let's go. I got 2 more shards which I pulled and I got nothing. There are these events. I actually haven't heard someone pulled something crazy so far. Also not in my clan. Let's kill this guy. He's giving everybody continuous heals. Okay. Let's kill her. Or drop her down at least. Nekmo will take a turn. No, don't take a turn, Nekmo. He will. He doesn't even A3 into A2. What is this AI? Nekmo, do you know that you have an extra turn mechanic? So many CCs got 2 or 3 and each time they were complaining. The rich get richer, huh? I would not complain if I got something cool. I can guarantee you that. I might. You never know. Let's freeze. I hate slogging through these teams when I don't have any good damage dealers, right? Razin is not a good damage dealer. He can be okayish, but he's so slow with that speed. It takes forever to get him into a reasonable speed that you lose out on doing or putting much into his damage. And his defense is not crazy high or anything. Okay, let's get the increased defense up. Who are we targeting? This guy can revive and stuff, right? So let's target him. There's the stun. Let's try to get Razin back up. Counter attack, even though probably is not needed. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is. They will all go counter attack now. Yeah. Never mind. She froze us. We will freeze you. Nice. Come on, Razin. Okay, you're weak affinity, I get it. Alright, we're through to the ice golem. We are through to the ice golem. What are we using this time around? I mean, we have 2 notes. What am I even thinking? Should be enough, no? Actually, one thing we could do is bring in Melga, who has the ally attack. Otherwise, it should be fine. Brogni is also nice with his shield. So let's put it on. And we will smack. Boom, boom, boom. He's gonna smack hard. Brogni's gonna throw some damage back, and we are not gonna get frozen. Oh, somehow he didn't smack? What? Okay, who are gonna attack with me? One note and one lovely lady seer. There's some more damage. Right? Yeah, why not? He's down, he's down. Okay, the ads are dead. And now... Okay. I was hoping that would kill him. Soul Reap, come on. Come on, Soul Reap. Soul Reap! Where is it? Where's the Soul Reap? Should have procced actually. Doesn't proc on the counter attack maybe? You kidding me? Now it'll proc, but I don't need it anymore. Okay. We are officially into Soul Cross. Let's go. Okay. Boost. Don't really need it, but why not? Because Elhain will kill them all. And the Reviver. And boom. Boost. You good? And boom. Elhain is the best. Okay, Iron Twins. Ooh, this time around I have Lammasu. Does that help me somehow? Don't have good nukers, unfortunately. Ah, actually no, never mind. I have Varl. Varl is great. Let's bring in Lammasu. 20%? No, Lammasu will give 24%. I get it, some Legos I'd rather not pull, but some seats are also putting a show. Maybe act a little. Yep. Yeah, they are. But to be honest, from what I've heard previously, for example, someone like Ash, is that those short pulled videos do quite well. So that's why they do it. People, it's like clickbait. Nobody wants to watch clickbait, but it works. You know, I still hate it, and I'd want to try to avoid doing all these faces on my thumbnails. I want to avoid them as much as I can, but I might have to succumb to that at some point. We are decreasing the max HP. Okay, it's gonna be slowly grinding away at his HP, I guess. This is such a useless mythical. This was a waste of a primal shard. Mesomel. I think she got buffed, but she needs to get buffed again. No, the debuffs are gone. Varl, right? Varl is doing the most damage. Yeah, definitely Varl. But now the twins are back. Not back, but now they have unlocked the crazy skill. Is he gonna one-shot me now? There's a good chance. Maybe that's why I had Uko on the team. Why did I take it off? Why did I take Uko off the team? Decrease attack. Come on, land. Not enough. Not enough. And the debuffs are gone. The decrease attack is gone. And Lamasu's dead. What was I thinking? What the hell was I thinking? Taking the reviver off. I mean, Varl is still pretty healthy. Varl was pretty healthy. Varl, come on, you can do this. Can you? Probably can't. Maybe this one hit. Yes. Varl the survivor. Thank you, Varl. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, so this stage S6, in many rotations, this is the blocker stage. A lot of people just can't get through this stage. I haven't checked whether it is the case on this rotation. Let's check. Oof, I remember this one. This one was difficult. Helicat. Now Helicat is in that build. The build that I showcased on the Chimera video. So maybe that helps. So let me first check if I have gear on everybody. I think I do. Yes, I do. Okay. Let's try. The thing is that each time with ignored defense area bonuses on and everything, it should get easier. But I remember this one was a struggle. So first, obviously, we need to target Uko because he's a reviver. S6, yeah, people I can't go. Yeah, I know. So Helicat obviously is a very key champion on this particular rotation. Who's gonna help a lot of people if they have him. So now I'm gonna do this. Yeah, the in area bonuses, ignore defense that I've been putting into, is making it a bit easier. So now, actually, freeze. No. Okay, I'll remove the debuffs. It's good. Let's go after him. He'll get the unkillable up and then we can take pass. So she can hit. That's why I have her built. I think I used to use her for one of the Doom Tower secret rooms. She's pretty good. By the way, people on Twitch, if you feel like I'm talking to ghosts, I am streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So I'm probably talking to people who are commenting on the YouTube stream. Those freaking gorillas with their stun encounter. Yeah, they're annoying. But more annoying is this wave. So who do we get? All three of them are freaking annoying, but I think he is the most annoying one. So I'll go after him first. Perfect. The ignore defense area bonuses do so much. This was a struggle, I remember. And now it's still a struggle. It's a bit less. Actually, so far it hasn't been a struggle, to be honest. Because Helicat is in such a good build. Let's remove the debuffs and obviously Padraig. Padraig also helps everybody else out with his passive. He gives the damage or useful ability basically to pretty much everybody, including Helicat, that he gives the increased defense whenever he attacks. And these two are also very, very annoying on this wave with their stun abilities, the big guns. Okay, slowly working our way through. The main threats are actually dead. Because big guns, yes, they hit hard, but I can get past them because they themselves are not going to be healing or anything. Those heal abilities that we saw were from those supports who are now dead. So I'm just conserving my abilities, which is something that you should always do on manual. I could have actually used my A2 and gotten back to it by now. But no, if I had used it, then I would be on the next wave immediately. So now we go for the ally attack. On this wave, I don't want to get feared, so I've got to go after Harvest Jack. But Morrigan is also nuisance because she puts that irremovable, heal reduction. So we do this, we drop everybody down significantly. Put this on because the Annies there's a good chance they kill themselves. No? What? They're taking very little damage. Okay, so I'll put the block damage so that if they do get a turn, then Helicat slowly kills them, but I won't need it because by now I have this ability, the AoE hit, and this should kill pretty much everybody. Yeah, Only Morrigan survives, but also not for long. There you go. So this I remember in the previous rotation, because I did not have the area bonuses unlocked into Ignore Defense, I struggled so hard with this stage. I had to build up Gamuran even though he has a very useless kit. Still was kind of useful. But Marcus obviously is a good rare. She's also a good rare to build for Tomb Tower, Secret Rooms. And then Door is also decent. He's also very good for one of the Sun Devil rotations for Curse City as a reviver. But otherwise it's good. How am I comparing to the clan? Best teams? I have the best team. Nice. Okay, so 2 more keys. We are gonna just go here. So this stage should be fairly straightforward actually. Is everybody geared? That's the first question. So Senesha is not geared. And Firgun is missing 1 piece. Let's try to give her that 1 piece. So what I'm looking for on her is essentially just more speed, I guess. She has enough accuracy. And some from a useless set. Maybe this one. Yeah. Everybody else has their skills? Yeah, they do. Okay, let's go. Hey Nova, just FYI, Reflect doesn't work if you have shields up. Yeah, okay. Good point. Good point. That's what happened there in that interaction. Thank you. So, in these kind of fights, so this is gonna be relatively easy, but what I like to do is when Geomancer is available to me, I will put my burn on one of the supports. What it does is it takes away the turn meter. For example, I'll put it on her. I will try not to put it on the nukers, because actually the nukers are gonna help me kill the support with the HP burn. Granted that I am tanky now. You see that? You saw that hit? Took her down to half health. Now I'm gonna do this. He's gonna hit again. She's almost dead. And she's dead. There you go. There's a big if there that you can actually take that hit. I think she's ungeared. I think that's what happened there. I didn't check for that. Let me check if she has gear on. I'm pretty sure she doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't. That's the problem. Let me give her gear. I took... Oh, she's naked. Oh my god. Do I actually need her? Probably do if I'm gonna be doing that strategy. Yeah, let's give her some gear. Not equipped. Let's see. So we want high speed and we want high resistance and tiny bit of accuracy won't hurt to land that decrease attack. Actually, it's not necessary, just resistance. So let's filter by this. I want to give her not so useful pieces of gear. So definitely not protection. Also not stun. All these are useful. Maybe provoke. Okay, stone skin. Why not? Stone skin, resistance. Why not? Speed is always good. Not Slayer. More stone skin. Okay, what else? Weapon. Affinity Breaker. Why not? And shields, okay. There you go. 500 resistance, 250 accuracy. 66 HP. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's take her back. Actually, let me quickly check if everybody else has gear on. I think they do. Okay, then let's go. So, let's put the veil on. Same thing. Boom. Boom. This should almost kill, and this will definitely kill. Perfect. Okay. He's about to take a turn. He hits hard. Bombs on. Now they're all low, so I can actually do this to Cupidus just to steal his turn meter because his turn meter was rather high. Want to avoid him taking a turn when possible. Now if I hit him once, which I will now, he will hit himself. Exactly. And now I'll just save my abilities for the next wave. Perfect. One died, but we have the reviver now, so not a problem. Now here I will actually take the turn meter from Valk because Valk has the highest chance to make things very difficult for me. So now the problem is that these two can cleanse. But the bomb did go off immediately, which was nice. Yeah, they did cleanse. But she is very low already. Ah, no, that didn't work out. That didn't work out. That cleanse is strong. HP burn is still on. And it is gonna kill the Valk. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is block debuffs, block debuffs, block debuffs, but I'm gonna steal from him actually first. There's the beacon. I'll take it from him because his turn meter was high. Alright. The heal again. Not heal, cleanse. Maybe I just need to go after these guys, but now I can't because they have block debuffs. Let's steal the block debuffs. Rather remove. Yeah, maybe I should have gone after them from the get-go. Yeah, now I can. Have to keep an eye out on the other one. Perfect. Almost dead. And actually dead. Another cleanse, because why not? My Geomancer was frozen, that was actually not good. Okay. Geomancer frozen actually took more time into the fight than I intended. Okay, let's steal this. Or remove it because the burn is not on, so we can't steal. Okay, there's another one dead. I'll put it on him. Again, the same logic. Put it on the support. And then go after the support first. Come on, guy, attack me. He cleanses again. The burn is still on. Now the HP is so low that I'll just say the fear. I said I was gonna A1. Okay, so everybody's dead. Now we're just A1ing. With Geomancer, I will steal the heals. Perfect. Opardin buff was needed, but not for Curse City. Yeah, I agree. Now on this wave, the problems are obviously the Torments, but also this guy. And Molly. So basically everybody. They're the bombs, which are gonna help. Decrease defense. Geo missed his turn, unfortunately. But the bombs are still on, so which is good. If Geo didn't miss his turn, I'm gonna put it on Molly again, going after the support. There you go, a lot of HP down in one hit. This will detonate the bomb. Nice. Hopefully stuns. Nope. So Trunda is hopefully gonna kill Molly. No, Trunda died due to the bomb. Why am I putting buffs on? I don't need that buff. There's another bomb that took Torment down quite a bit. Do I even need to bring her back? Oh, why not? Probably don't need to. Okay, so Torment phase 1 is dead. Let's steal this. We don't need him reviving thrice. So we need Geomancer to get his burn and not get frozen all the time. There you go. Put it on this one first. Weaken. And now hopefully this one takes a turn and kills his best friend. Maybe he won't get a chance to take a turn. He will die. Why did I do that? There is no reason. Alright. We are through. That took longer than I thought it would. But we are through. This is also a tough stage because of champion restrictions. And it is also an entry stage. So this stage, Geomancer is very, very useful. Other champions that you could use, for example, in case of these two, one great champion here is Aox. I do have him. I could have used him as well. He's really, really good. Another champion is this guy that I've used previously, Broodlord. His AoE stun is very useful for Curse City, and not just for this one stage. I built him out and I've actually been glad that I did. He's very useful on quite a few stages on Curse City. And who else? Sepulcher as well if you have her. And obviously I could have also used Sinisha, who can do good damage. But yeah, we are through this stage. I mean, to be honest, this stage is not a blocker because you could go through this cycle. But let's see, this stage is definitely a blocker and this is a difficult stage. This is a very difficult stage. I really struggled with this stage, but this time round, luckily, I did the fusion, so which I'm hoping will make it a bit easier. So here, Alsgore I think is very, very useful. I want to check if I have gear on Spider. I do. So Spider is in a stun set. Mordecai is missing some gear. Do I even need Mordecai, to be honest? Why not? Let's keep him. So I need to get what? Merciless? Oh, I won't get to enough Merciless. Will I? Actually, I can. So let's try to give him Merciless. So go for the ultimate combo of Merciless 4-piece and Reflex 4-piece. So what I want is HP percent. I mean, I can just filter. This one. Or this one. Yeah, let's take this one for now. And I need a ring. Also on Merciless. Defense, that's perfect. Perfect. Alright, so I wanted to check Spider and I moved away. Spider has gear on. She obviously has gear on. Everybody else has gear on. Okay, this is gonna be a tough one. Speed in all battles is better. Let's go. So this is where the fusion will shine. Okay. This is a difficult wave. This is a difficult wave because both Rays can hit hard, but they can also remove your buffs and they can freeze. Queen Ava can block revive you. And Lydia can do Lydia things. So I don't have huge damage on this team. Should I go for block buffs? Do they put buffs on themselves? They do actually. So let's go for block buffs and weaken first. Weaken got resisted in a couple of places. Let's plan HP burns. I'm not gonna put block damage just yet. But maybe I do need to go for the AoE hit to potentially land some stuns. I landed 1 stun, which is not bad. Spider can give me decreased defense in addition, but I will actually go for this hit to land stuns, should I? Because A3 will not give me a hit. I think I'll go for A2, hopefully land some stuns. I did not. So now this one is stunned. The other Ray is not, so I'm gonna go after the other Ray with my main damage, who is Barret. Barret is a great champion to build for the Curse City, to be honest. Now let's go for the A2, or A3 rather. Give myself a little bit of boost. So he is most likely gonna die, or she rather. She is most likely gonna die due to the HP burn. So now is a good time to put block damage. Perfect. Decrease defense. Well, now why not? And now I will go after Queen Eva. Perfect. There you go. Now this Ray was frozen, which is actually very nice. So once this Ray is dead, she also got a stun, which is very good. Now I will start my A1 to bring back abilities. That's how we do Curse City. So we are getting abilities back, which is going to be very useful on the next wave. Moving on to the next wave, this wave has Mortu, who is going to be our mortal enemy. So this time, I will go A3 first, land the burns. Didn't land everywhere. I will actually go for... Should I already go for Mortu? Maybe not. Maybe I go for one of the one of the Drexthars. Now I'll go for Mortu. Okay, we took half his HP. Hopefully I land. I did not. Hopefully, I was gonna say hopefully I land some stuns. I did not. Hopefully we'll land some stuns now. We don't. We instead land Peril. Block buffs. That Peril was nasty. Okay, so he's dropping low, so I'm less worried about him, even though probably I should be. I will go after one of the Drexthars. Probably this one. Good. Go after him again. He's dead. Nice. Tried to stun this one. I do not. That was nasty, nasty, nasty. Oof, I'm dropping very low. This is going wrong. This went wrong. Okay. We try again. We try again. That is the thing with Curse City. Okay, so this A3 first. Burns. No stuns. No stuns is not good. Go after one of the rays. Hopefully kill them. Nice. Block buffs is always good. Decrease turn meter. And now I can't land my block damage because the ray did not get stunned. She will remove it. She will remove my buffs. Unless I stun her now. I didn't, but I can kill her. Nice. So now I can go after her. Nice. And now I wait to get abilities back. Same old slow moving strategy. Barret is doing too much damage. Not letting us getting back the abilities. Okay. Moving to the next wave once again. Okay. A3 first. Burns the whole thing. I will actually not go for Mortu yet. No stuns. Come on, land stuns, please. Stuns, not Peril. He didn't even get a block buffs, but there was one stun, just not on Mortu. Do I go after Mortu? Probably not. Probably not. Let's kill this Draxthar. The peril once again. Ruining the day. Now I'll put block damage. Block damage does nothing to peril, but the other abilities it does. Drop defense weaken. Peril is still a problem. Which ability removes buffs? This one, no? Yes. She's so good in this fight. She'll remove the ally protect. I do need to go for the stun. Stun does come in. This is good. I need a stun ideally on Mortu. Don't get it, but now hopefully Barath will kill him. Weak hits! No! Oh no. Mortu's peril is gonna kill me. Once again. Is it? I am targeting him, so probably. Finally. Finally. Oof. So we have been victim to one peril, but thankfully not the second. Let's go. Okay, so this wave can still be nasty because of the leech that she puts out. This time round, I am actually going to put the block buffs first so she doesn't get strengthened. And I will go after... It's either after her or one of the Delianas who are tricky to deal with. Actually, I'll go after one of the Delianas. Don't do a lot of damage. Hopefully try to stun. No stuns. Drop defense. Oof. You see? The damage. Deliana ruins the day. That's what I was scared of. Because they have... So HP based damage dealers, because they have so much HP. At level 230, they do a lot of damage. That's exactly what I was scared of. Okay. One more time. Hey. How is it going? It's onto chat. Okay, there's a stun. Stun, again, as I've been saying, ideally I would want the stun on Ray. One of the Rays. Haven't been getting lucky so far. But I'll take a stun rather than no stun. Come on, give a stun. It got it on Lydia, and again I will take it rather than no stun at all. There she goes. So this wave has been rather easy so far to deal with. The second wave is the problem. Hey Sebastian, see you. See you later, hopefully. A1. Can we get through to wave 3 with Mordecai not getting periled? Okay, so boost again. Mordecai is the main nuisance once again. I will go after him. The decreased defense didn't land. Not ideal. Stun landed. That was really good. Actually, 3 stuns. Oof. That was so valuable. And now hopefully we kill more too. Nice. Nice. Do I need to even put block damage right now? I think I can get away without. Actually, let's not take the chance. Do we do a... It's on a 6 turn. No, I will risk it without. This has gone way too good. Decreased defense, that actually helps because now the Drexstars will not hit as hard because their damage is based on defense. There you go. Nice. Let's go after Sissia. And slowly work our way towards getting the abilities back. Okay. He still has the decreased defense. And he's now dead. Okay, so going over to wave 3 this time around, looking in pretty healthy condition. So increase speed increase accuracy. Burns. So I should again go after one of them, right? Hopefully decrease defense lands. And I will actually put block damage on myself. That will help me survive the hits. Block buffs coming in a bit late. And this time around, the Deliana is pretty low. The second one I'm gonna go after now. HP burns will also help me. First Deliana dead. Block damage is helping. Strengthen is out. You see with the leech, the heal that she gets also. Actually not with the leech, but just with her skill. Decrease defense is out. I can go after this guy now as well because Deliana is already looking rather low. Hopefully she gets stunned. No. Let's land the HP burn once again. Okay, Deliana is almost dead, which is good. Okay, I think this fight is in the bag now. Finish her off. She's been very strong for this fight. Esme, the fusion from last month. She's been clutch. Landing the block buffs. Also from removing debuffs. She has so much in her kit. Okay. Nice. Getting into Soul Cross's danger territory now. 101 turns. Nice. We are through. What? Why does this take a bit? Alright. Okay. So we're through. Which is pretty sweet. And now we are... Oh, this team. I actually put out a video on this team as one of my first videos when I started the channel a couple of months ago. This is the same team that was available in January, I believe. So check that video out. This team works with Cornelia, and then you have to be careful. You have to be careful with landing the sleep every other turn. It allows you to keep his nuke ability at bay. This is the team I will use. This should work pretty fine. Again, with the ignore defense area bonuses, I will be able to do this much faster now. I'll do this, go towards here. This I should be able to do. Yes. Cold Heart can smack. Oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. Any new champions I've pulled? Oh, Esme will come to clutches again, I believe. But I have been able to do this previously. This is such a tough one. This takes ages, but it is doable with this team. One ally attacker, and then she is MVP for this fight as well. Vote painted with her reflect damage and her constantly cycling through her turns. I think I took all her gear off, so I'll have to re-gear her once again. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Where are you? There she is. Yeah, I think I had in her same gear set that Mordecai was, so reflex and merciless. Okay, I think we are done for the day with Curse City. Doom Tower, I think I'm done. Actually, before I forget, let's do quickly the super raids. This is the only rotation in which I do farm Doom Tower hard and only Dark Fae, because Lethal is still a pretty good set. Yeah, with all the new gear sets that they've introduced, the Doom Tower gear sets are falling off in popularity and usage. Does anybody use any other gear sets from Doom Tower except for Lethal? Let me think. I think some people do use Affinity Breaker, for example, with the Chimera, certain rotations. Immunity set has completely become redundant. What else is there? Guardian is also not used that much anymore. Used to be. Bommel's set, maybe? The Resistance one? Is Gaius the Gleeful still viable in live arena? Yeah, for sure. A lot of people use him with a lot of success. He's not the best bomb champion because he's outshined by something like a Nishak, because they have the ability to detonate the bombs on the same turn. But he's still useful because he can also put champions to sleep, and then he can detonate on the A3 through unkillable, through block damage. I personally don't use him, but yeah, in the Stone Skin heavy meta, definitely. I wonder if the new gear set that they're going to introduce in the live arena, the seasons, if it's actually going to affect, I mean, there's no info right now, if it's actually going to affect the bombs. Most likely not. Would be crazy if it did, because bombs already do so much damage to Stone Skin. While we are at live arena, should I do some live arena battles? I should. I haven't done it in a few days. Let's do some. I think last week I did a stream in which I did like as many fights as it takes to get to Quintus, and I got him and then I stopped. I haven't done live arena since. So this is my first battle in Gold 3, which means I'm gonna get smoked back to Gold 2. Aside from Lethal, only Affinity Breaker for Hydra and Chimera. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. It's crazy, no? Affinity Breaker used to be such a crap set, and I think it came into play with the infamous Ninja and Godseeker and Eerie team, and by now it's become a niche set since the buff. It's pretty cool, actually. Oof. Armans or Volcanos? I know Volcanos is just gonna destroy me. I will. Both have the potential to destroy me. Who am I scared of more, Volcanos or? This is a tough one. I'll still ban Volcanos. I might be able to outspeed Armans. With Volcanos, it's almost impossible. Such a crazy champion, Volcanos. Would love to get him. I did win the speed race. Nice. I will try to remove the Stone Skin. I fail. Boom. Now Armans is useless. Come on, Armans. Go after Marius. Please go after Marius. Please. Please. Thank you very much. You didn't. You failed. You didn't decrease my turn meter. You didn't have. Marius, that was a weak ass hit. They probably have reaction and all that fancy stuff. He's locked out. He's not going to do anything to me. Exactly, buddy. So banning Volcanos was the right play. There you go. 124k hit on the A1 from Marius. And I thought he would hit not that hard. Alright, let's continue. 4,000 points. 4,000 number. I've been stuck at 3 for such a long time. It feels weird looking at 4,000 plus points. Who are you using Affinity Breaker on in Hydra and Chimera Nova? Are you using Farrakhan, for example? Farrakhan or Nekmo? Those are the champions I can think who will have a good use on certain rotations. Galathier. All 6-star champions. What the hell? Have we run into a whale? Let's see. If he pulls 2 more mythicals, both with 6-star, then maybe. Most likely one of them is going to be a Taurus. Oh no. It's a Volcanos. But he doesn't have demons. Too many demons. Actually, any demon other than Volcanos. So maybe I should be less scared. I don't know. I'll actually ban Galathier. Other than Marius, who's your best snooker for live arena? That's Carnage. Who's gonna get 2 bans in a row? That's unusual. Eastred for Eastred. Interesting. People are using Eastred in the Chimera. Ugo for Hydra. Ugo for Hydra, and yeah, I did that as well. Eastred. That's an interesting call out. Oh my god. Only one. Oh my god. That champion, why didn't I ban him? I had the right thought in the previous round. Why didn't I just ban him? Look at what he does without taking a turn. My god. Unfortunately, I have not pulled a Nekmo. Ah, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Exactly. It's thirsty. That was brutal. Yeah, I mean she's pretty strong. She was a pretty strong competitor to Nekmo. So I think she brings Weaken instead of Leech, right? And her A1 is not AoE. That's the difference. But in the Chimera it doesn't matter. And then she has Sleep on her A1, which also doesn't matter. But she does bring some healing on her passive, if I remember correctly. Okay. All 3 can be banned here. If I ban Siphi, Odin's passive gives only to Taurus. I think I ban Siphi. It's okay. Have you got what you guys doing in live arena? Yeah, currently I'm at least doing live arena, just a few fights, and then I'll get back to the fusion events. Hey Peckham, what are my options to climb Sand Devil if I don't have a God Seeker? Depends on what you have in your roster, to be honest. Will not be able to say without looking at your roster. You could join my Discord and share a screenshot of your roster, and we would be happy to help you out there. Nice petrification. Amazing. And this should be dead. And petrification was very clutch. We should be able to win. If he gets a turn, he might be able to revive, but he won't get a turn. Nice. Right, and the healing is low-key, pretty strong paired with the rare book relic. I agree. She's pretty strong. I remember when the fusion was live, how all the CCs, everybody was downplaying her. And then a couple of videos came out, and then everybody was like, oh, I told you guys to go for it. I hate people piggyback on that. She's a pretty solid champion. Also, she's pretty cool for, I think, 1 rotation of Curse City for the Sand Devil because of that sleep. And Peckham, to your question, that's also the other strategy you could use with sleep. So you will need to survive the first hit. With that, you will need revive on death on some other champion. Or you could build a reviver in Stone Skin. With the hit, the Stone Skin reviver will survive because of the Stone Skin. And then it brings everybody back. And then you just make sure that he falls asleep every other turn. Because when he does, then his nuke ability constantly gets its cooldown increased and he will not be able to nuke again. So again, depending on what your roster looks like, there could be a suggestion there. You pick my Carnage and my Arbiter. You kidding me? Okay, so I need a second boost. So I will pick him. And okay, I mean, next round, let's see. Probably need a second booster. I also need a second nuker. Who's a booster and a nuker? I think Kaimar. But let's see what he picks. Carnage and Nishak. Hey OBCD. Isn't that an old promo code? I actually haven't picked it up, so thanks for the reminder. I might try to enter that. Why am I picking her? I said Kaimar, no? Yeah. Okay, so two of them, Kimmy and Arbiter. Is he going for the mind games? A lot of people, what they do is they know Arbiter is going to get banned, so they put the fastest gear actually on the second booster, which is Kimmy. Will I play into that mind game? No, let's just ban Arbiter. What does that give, that promo code OBCD? I forget. If I remember correctly, it's nothing super fancy or anything. Four-star chicken, 50 energy, 2k silver. Oh my god. I'm gonna be rich. That's better than nothing, you know. Promo codes are, even if they are pretty crap, yeah, they give something. Yeah, Kimmy was faster. So maybe I should have played into his mind game. What does he do? Does he turn and if he turns, he's gonna be making a mistake. He's probably smart. He's not gonna turn. Yeah, he's smart. But I do lock him out. Oh no, he has high resistance on his... What? Haven't seen that in a bit. High resistance Nishak. He resisted the cooldown increase. Ooh. And because of that, I'm dead. Okay, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I don't mind losing this one. That Nishak had high resistance. Because with this, for example, the blessing, it's a 2-star first of all, and you can't resist the cooldown increase with that, only because of resistance. Interesting. I just saw it on Reddit. They posted 4 hours ago. Okay. So it's a new one. I thought there was a similar promo code just a few days before. Oh, okay, then maybe I'm wrong. Thank you for sharing that though. So guys over on YouTube, OBCD Gaming has shared a promo code. It's 2GT Spring Tricks. Maybe after this fight I can put it on, and you guys can see exactly how to type that out as well. I hate reaching gold 4 in live arena. Was too happy in gold 3. Okay. Let's see if I hate reaching gold 3. Gold 2 was pretty okay. So let's see if I come to regret my decision of picking up Quintus. I haven't pulled. I'm saving him for a champion chase, probably in a couple of weeks, with the champion chase for the fusion. That will be a guaranteed 650 points for me. Okay, so is it the same strategy where I ban? Probably she's really fast. Eastred, people build Eastred pretty fast. No, still Sifi. Yeah, Eastred, I've been outsped quite a bit by Eastred in live arena. She also has the 28% aura, just like Armand's. Okay. We do get outsped exactly by Eastred. He did. That's also cool. Instead of going for the A2, he slept my booster. Okay, players in Gold 3 are smart. That's what I'm learning right now. Gold 3, nobody would have done that. Or Gold 2. That was smart. That was very smart. Because normally you would go 8-3 into A2. Okay, guys, I think I'm dropping back into Gold 2 at this rate. That's what, 3 losses in a row now? Okay, 2 in a row? No, 3 now. Okay, 2 in a row. 2 wins and 3 losses, which is not bad, to be honest. Okay, let's put the promo code quickly. So this is 2GT Spring Tricks. Nice. 2GT Spring Tricks. Let me write this down on YouTube as well. Thank you very much to OBCD Gaming for sharing this in the chat. Some cool stuff. Should I continue some more live arena? Actually, let's continue a little bit with the fusion stuff. So the team that I was running, let me run a few more runs of that team. And this team right here. Many people in Gold 3 don't have Marius. What? Really? Because many people in Gold 2 did. Therefore, is a must on the initial pick. Okay. It's crazy. Marius was so undervalued at the start by all CCs as well. I think a few people have put out a lot of uses of Marius over the last couple of months. I would like to include myself on that list. Because a lot of my content is focused on Marius ever since I've gotten Ren on him. And now he is the talk of the town. He's number 1 pick or number 2 pick. Pretty much always. I used to get away with picking Marius last or second last. It's the same with Carnage. He's still underrated. People still don't pick him enough. But he's also really good. He's really difficult to play. He's really difficult to understand. Because a lot of people just treat Carnage as a nuker. And if you just treat him as a nuker, he's gonna underwhelm you. He's a hybrid. He's a hybrid debuffer and nuker. In that role, he really excels. Marius is step-by-step leading Seer to the vault. Yeah, he kind of is, isn't he? He kind of is. I still use Seer in some comps, but yeah, much less than I used to. Seer was a staple for a very long time. Maybe Seer should be the next Through the Years video. I actually need to do the poll for what the next champion should be. Actually, how many of you guys actually enjoy that? Because I in my head, again, very new with YouTube, still figuring stuff out, right? But I think that there audience who likes endgame content, for example. So something like the video that I put out earlier today on dungeon speed farming or Curse City and stuff like that. It's a different audience compared to the audience that watches, for example, something like the Through the Years series. Am I completely off on that? Is there an appetite among you people currently watching as well? Do you like that series, the Through the Years? The latest one I did on Ninja. And obviously I am learning. When the other day I was watching my own video from just a couple of months ago, the first one which I made on Rotos, and I felt embarrassment watching that one compared to, for example, the new one that I made with Ninja, which is much better. My tone and my inflection is much better in the script, and in general the animation, the cuts and everything. So obviously that improves with time, but I think it's gonna get better the more time I put into it. The last time I did a poll, a lot of people chose Ninja. That's why I went for him. But the next choices were between Seer and Geomancer. I'm gonna do a second poll. But if there are any other standouts, if you have in mind, for people watching, let me know. We're happy to include them in the poll as well. Ideally, it should be a champion who's been around for a bit longer. And ideally a champion which a lot of people will have somewhat used or have known. So it resonates with a larger audience. Like Ninja. Like, for example, Sill of the Drakes can be one because everybody almost picks, not every, almost, but everybody picks her up because she's part of the log and reward program and she's really good in the early game. How long have I been playing Raid for? 5 years? 4 or 5 years? I think I started late 2020 or early 21. I don't exactly remember. But yeah, 4 to 5 years. Amarius died a bit early on that one. Doesn't matter. Staltus will take care. Hey, Loniro the Shooter. Are you doing the fusion? Yes, I am doing the fusion. What you're seeing running in the background is actually because of the fusion. So currently fusion has 3 events live: Dungeon Divers, the Dragon Tournament, and Champion Training. So this team that you're seeing is doing all 3 of those events in parallel or at once. So yes, I am doing the fusion. I would highly recommend, if you have the resources, that you should do the fusion as well. And the champion, Fabian, he has the potential to be kind of like Armand's. Like crazy prevalent in the arena in PvP. He will not be very useful in PvE. He still will be, to be honest, in some cases with wave control, like Doom Tower Hard. But he will be quite useful everywhere in PvP. I'm trying to, but farming Dragon 20 normal. Okay. Are you farming Dragon 20 normal just for... I mean, I'm hoping you're farming normal because of efficiency, right? Dragon 20 normal is more efficient energy-wise. That's completely fine. You can farm 20. But if you can farm 20 easily, then I would also recommend running it with food champions like I am. Hard 10 is more difficult. But if you can do 20, do it. Double dive. Normally, I also run 20 on fusions. It's the fastest way, most energy efficient way to get the points done. Not the fastest, but the most energy efficient. So right now I'm going for the fastest. Fastest way is to do hard 10. Because it has the highest chance of getting you the highest ranked gear sets. They sell for more as well. By the way, guys watching on Twitch, if you're enjoying, if you want to hang out again, do leave a follow, because I'm slowly approaching the 50 number, which will allow me to get into the Twitch affiliate thing. So it'll go a long way as a small creator, small streamer. So we'll appreciate that. Loniro says, I'm running it with one food champ. I'm trying to put more food in as we speak. Perfect. Really good. That's the way to go. I'll be running the same team. Maurice installed us with food, though I'm running 24 normal. Okay. Have you done your big brain calculations that 24 normal is more efficient? Is that why you're running 24 normal? I usually run Rattlewark, Ninja, Sill, and Tomb Lord. Oh, those are all really good champions. And I'm assuming you're talking about Heart 10 with that team, or are you still talking about 20? Because those champions, the ones you mentioned, can also do hard, I believe. I mean, depends on the gear you have, depends on your level of account, how long you've been playing, and all that stuff. Gear needs to better. Okay. I'm assuming it's a rather earlier game account. Makes sense. And then carry on. Slowly you will work towards getting better gear. Your mid game. Yeah. That's pretty good. You have some really cool champions in Razzlebark, Ninja, Tomb Lord. Sill is also a really good champion. You will most likely at some point you will outgrow her, but she is a very good champion in early game and mid game, even early late game. And I still use her in some niche areas. The way she carries the faction wars is also insane. She alone can carry it. Two champions, her for barbarians and arbiter for the high elves. They can basically single-handedly carry the faction wars. They release more champions. Actually, I haven't looked at them. Maybe we'll look at them together. Let me do this quickly. This meaning ranking up the ones that I just leveled up. And then maybe we look at the new March champions together. I just got Arbiter. Think of subbing her out sometime. Oh, nice. Still, that is okay. Yeah, Arbiter is objectively better than Syl. But then again, you can run both in many teams and then they can work in separate teams as well. For example, Faction Wars. But yeah, both really good champions. Okay. So I was thinking about ranking up Deity. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Second Deity. Okay, how many points did we get? Should have collected a lot of points. Okay. 4.5. 2,000 more to go. To be honest, the rewards are decent. Could even make sense to collect even more. Immortal Primal Quartz is always good. And then the Immortal Soulstone is also pretty decent. Okay, so here we are around 2,000 points. That's also half pay. And most likely we're done with the Dragon Tournament. Let me confirm that, but most likely we are done. Yep, we are done. Okay. That means I could run, for example, Spider, which will give me more silver. Actually, I haven't done this as well. Do them quickly before I forget. Because if my gear sometimes Syl can resurrect Arbiter and then Arbiter resurrect. Yeah, exactly. That makes sense. Especially because Syl, because she's a defense-based champion, she's gonna be more tanky. It's a good chance that Arbiter dies, but she doesn't, and then she can bring Arbiter back. Who can bring everybody else back? Dragon done, which is why I am running normal, no stress. Food energy economy, and then the drops from those dungeons are no longer impactful. Yeah, I agree. Ooh, I dropped down to gold 4. I'll quickly do my dailies before I forget. Should be quick. 5 fights take not that long. To be honest, I don't know why I'm running Carnage in this team. Because his turn is a bit slower. Because of his aura, most likely. Still, let's sub him out. Arbiter and Elhain can do it. Yeah, that's probably better. Exactly, I also have Kymar, but you have Kymar as well. Wow, you have an incredible roster for a mid-game player. But I've been using Alice to farm. Use Kymar after watching you. Okay, nice. Very nice. Alice is also a pretty good champion. She doesn't scale into the end game. I built her. I don't really use her. But for starting out for newer players, I think she's a pretty good champion with the increased cooldown. She just doesn't scale as nicely into the end game as some of the other champions. Of course, you get sheeped. Ramantu, what are you doing? Okay, that's 5 fights. Okay, 3 champions and accessory upgrades. Okay, what stuff? Oh, we've pulled a lot of silver makers. That's what these sets are. Just close your eyes and sell. Okay, I am looking for speed. Yeah, what's a 5-star? This one could be decent. This one also could be decent. Okay, HP percent, crit rate. No. This one actually, ooh, this can be juicy. This one also can be nice. Oh, this one can be nice. Am I being too lenient on these pieces? Ooh, speed. Have I gotten lucky? Let's see. So I'm hoping for rolling into crit rate. Accuracy will also be okay, but ideally crit rate. Please. Okay, accuracy. Not horrible. Speed, come on. Come on, speed. Come on, come on, come on. No. Okay. This one, basically anything but the flat attack stat. Ideally more speed. Ooh. 2 speed rolls, but it is a roll into attack. Still keeping it. Let's go. Speed. HP don't need, but I'll keep it still. Merciless is a good piece. This one needs to roll at least double speed. Otherwise, I'll sell it. Double accuracy, it's getting sold. Double crit rate. Or speed. Maybe I keep it. Okay, speed, please. All speed rolls. 1 speed roll. Yeah, I'm definitely selling this. Yeah, I'm... keep it. Okay. This, I'll keep. This I will sell. Keep. Okay, the rest I keep. That should have also gotten me the fusion warm-up thing. Besides, my Marius is not as big as yours, so I can run him hard mode. Yeah, then normal mode is good enough. Hopefully one day he will get big enough. Just feed him good protein, make him work out. He'll grow big muscles one day. Tomorrow is a personal reward CVC, right? Yes, it is. But my clan doesn't care about CVCs anymore, so we just do what we like. And it's a very freeing feeling, to be honest. What did I pull? The new rare, obviously. Okay. So this is done, right? No, 3 champions is left. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Alright, so let's go back into... Should we farm Spider? Spider is probably the best, no? Spider 20. Most energy efficient, that is. So where's the fastest team? I think this one, no? Let's put these 3. Okay, let's go. They have new relic mats for the PR rewards. Yeah, I saw that. There's been some discussion going on in the clan that maybe we should start going for the PR for those relic mats, but I personally still don't think it's worth it, even with those mats. It's just a whale fest, and if you are a top 100, top 200 clan, it's just nobody wins except Plarium. You're just spending a lot of money where you don't have to. You can't tell me that you can go collect 1 million points without saving up. Yeah, you can collect a lot of points if you save up and such. But the level of competition that exists in the high-end clans, some people or a lot of people spend a lot of money. And I don't know. That just feels wrong for a few relic mats. Let's see what the clan ends up with. But let's see. We used to have like 250k or something, which was doable, to be honest. But you don't win with that. Not in the top clans. I think I have the champs, I just don't build champs well. Lonero, that's probably because of gear. So you will, once you will slowly rank up the kind of gear you have, you will build champions well naturally. And then you will be able to do, it's like a, so not a vicious cycle, but in a beneficiary cycle. So you start getting better gear. That means you start farming higher stages or doing higher stages on any content in the game. And that way you are now getting even better gear, and so on and so forth. That's kind of how it continues. True, that's a fair assessment. Yeah, I think so. I really hope my clan doesn't agree in the end on going for those PR CVCs, because life has been so much nicer with not caring about these CVCs. I can use my books anytime I want. Isn't that crazy? Or I can use them for champion training tournaments, which is also just nuts. I was saying let's maybe take a look at the new champions they released in March. I actually haven't taken a look yet. Okay, let's do that. One sec. Are they in the game actually? Probably not. So maybe they are. Okay, let me check if they are in the game. So we have a new mythical undead. I'll pause the battle after this one just to check if they are in the game. Okay. Undead mythical. They are in the game. Okay. Let's have a look. So this is one of the newer champions. A new mythical for the undead. Looks pretty sweet. Yeah, it's a pretty sweet kit. Not kit. Visual. She's very regal for being an undead. Pretty cool. Okay, she's a support. 115 speed. That's the highest speed in the game. I mean, it's highest speed in the game, but that speed number does exist for other champions, so it's tied. It's not that she's the only one. Should I use my books for this champions training? Yeah, if you can't, or if you run out of energy, if you can't, then yeah, why not? Actually, no. Sorry. Scratch that. This time it's champion training event, not tournament, which means books won't do you good. So no, you can't. Sorry. Okay, so back to her. 115 speed, very high HP as well. Defense also really good. A1 single target attack, heals all allies by 5% of this champion's max HP. That's a pretty good heal. Fills turn meter by additional. Okay, that's a pretty good heal, especially when it's always good when it's based on this champion's max HP, because then you can build her as a tank. It's good. Removes all debuffs and previous. Oh my god, this is a money ability for the Chimera. You know why Elva is so good? Because she does remove all buffs and she gives Veil, but Elva's Veil is conditional. This is unconditional, which is great, and places Stone Skin on herself. Oh. So okay, they're introducing more and more champions in the game which are placing Stone Skin as part of the kit, and I really dislike that. Because Stone Skin, they're trying to on one hand get away from Stone Skin. On one hand, they're introducing this so much more into the game. Stone Skin as an effect based on a gear set was okay, because you have kind of a level playing field. I don't like the concept of Stone Skin too much, but now this, placing Stone Skin as part of the kit, that new dwarf, the Void Dwarf, who puts it as part of his passive, that's just insane to me. To be honest, so far from her kit, I will not be using her in PvP anyhow. But still, let's see, maybe the second part of her kit is PvP focused. Revives all dead allies, 50% HP, 50% turn meter. Not the best HP and turn meter, but not bad either. Places unkillable on 2. Oh my god. Pretty good ability right there as well. This is a really good ability again for the Chimera. For the Ram form. Revive and unkillable. That's you're surviving the Ram form if one of your allies die. And then you will have Veil to do some more trials there, and Heal to recover them back to health. So far, looking very good for that. Every 7 turns equalizes the HP of all allies. Okay, this can be a very useful ability. I think Dreng has this. A lot of other champions have this. It's pretty good. Allies will receive 1% less damage for every 2% of HP lost. HP lost by those champions or by her. So stacks up to 25%. So 25% meaning at 50% HP lost. That's pretty sweet. Doesn't really matter that much for flimsy champions, because if they're that flimsy, then 75% of the initial damage will still kill them. But for tanks, this will help. For her as well, it will help. Okay, and then all ally speed battles in 25%. It's a great aura for everywhere, but especially in the siege, because the champions with this high speed aura are very far and few, so it's missing in the game, so it's always good for siege. Okay, let's look at the visual then on the alternate. Okay, she loses all her clothes, or she kind of reworks them into showing more skin, and she turns in from white regal into black devilish, I'm assuming. Still a support champion in both forms, right? Yep. So is she changing religions here? So much cover here, and then she loses all her clothes and gets this weird mask on her head. Anyways, speed is the same. I think stats are pretty much the same. I will find you. That's a cool name of a skill. Attacks one enemy, destroys what? Destroys the speed by 3? This is a first. I don't think there's any other champion who destroys the speed like this. I think there are a couple of champions who do it on their passive, but like this, it stacks up to 30. Oh my god. Forget PvP. Does this work on bosses? She is gonna be OP on bosses. Many bosses are already slow. Imagine decreasing the speed by 30. You know how crazy Cruelty is? By decreasing defense by 20%, or Newt's Blessed Bash 30%. Imagine 30 speed less. Oh my god. This is a crazy A1. Decreases the target's turn meter by 5 as well. Okay, I mean that part is the least interesting. This is crazy. Attacks all enemies before attacking, steals all buffs. Obviously, why not? Then places block buffs and oh my god. If an enemy's speed is lower than this champion's speed, these debuffs. Oh god. What the hell? Protected block buffs and decreased defense. Again, 2 more essential debuffs for the Chimera. I think she's just gonna be crazy on the Chimera. What the hell were they smoking when they designed this kit? This looks OP. Okay, A3 places a sleep and decreased speed. Again, decreased speed is a great debuff. If an enemy's speed is lower than the champion's speed, then decreased speed will be protected. Obviously, why would it not? Decrease the turn meter of all enemies by 25%. To be honest, this is also great for PvP. The second form is great for PvP. There's a good chance she gets sheeped, obviously. But if she doesn't, then removing the buffs, or rather stealing the buffs, and before it does it before attacking, so the affinity matchups won't come into play. Though it won't be reliant on weak hits. And then you have block buffs and defense down, and if you build her fast, which is very likely because of her extremely high speed, then you're putting out 2 protect debuffs. Imagine her in Feral, giving more damage as well. And then decrease speed. And what is the passive? Immune to block active skills. Great. You're not locking her out. Allies attack, the damage increase by 25% of the target's current turn. Okay. This can also be pretty cool. But oh my god, that is one crazy kit. That looks like a crazy mythical. I wish I pulled that mythical. No? I wish I could have pulled any mythic. Actually, not true. I pulled Mesomil and I wish I didn't. That was a waste of mercy. Okay, so Fabian we already have looked at. The Tuskor, who is a Ogryn tribe champion. Where is he? He is Force Affinity. What? Is he a faction? No, not this guy. Ogryn tribe's Force Attack champion. First axe. Why don't I see him? Zarguna, Aragaz. It's not Aragaz, is it? No, it's not. Okay, so this champion hasn't been released, I guess. Okay, it hasn't been released yet. So not all of them are. Okay, let me then, instead of the game, let me switch to this window. One sec. No, not this. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so I'm talking about this guy. First axe Tuskor. So it's a Ogryn tribe champion. Is it a faction unity champion? No, it's not. Okay. It's a normal legendary. Attacks one enemy. Is it readable, by the way? Should I zoom in? Should I zoom in? I think it's readable. Right? Okay, maybe I can zoom in a little bit. Not here. No. This should be better. This should be better. Any idea of how many points if we go for epic in summon rush? Generally it's around, in these kind of events when there's an extra summon rush epic, it's around 2500-ish points. So if you have 4 or 5 sacreds and if it's around 3000, which is rare, then you can go for it. I normally try to, so that I can skip some of the dungeon diver events. If it's anything like the past fusion, roughly 5400. He's talking about the extra summon rush event. Or is it the same event? I think it's a separate event. If it's the same event, then Nova is right. Then it is 5400 points. But if it's a separate event, then it's around 3000-ish. Which is basically the same thing, to be honest. Okay. Attacks an enemy 2 times, 25% chance of getting an extra turn. Okay, that's good. That's actually really good. Merciless and Relentless give you 18% chance. So this is better than that. Attacks all enemies, damage inflicted by this skill increased by 10% for each buff on this champion. Okay, so kind of like He-Man. Decreases the cooldown of this skill by 1 turn if this attack kills an enemy. Okay, will depend on how hard he hits. But if he does hit hard, his whole kit is around decreasing cooldowns and granting extra turns. And usually any champions who have this kind of mechanic, they hit quite hard and they're really good. Daithi, for example, is a great example. Similarly, Whisper is a great example of that. So usually these champions hit really hard. We'll have to see. And he's attack based, right? Yes, he is. A3 attacks an enemy 2 times before attacking, increase attack, increase crit damage. Constant again, but ideally this part would have been just on its own ability and grant an extra turn, but the extra turn mechanic on this ability is also dependent on killing, which is not ideal. I guess self buff, increase attack, increase crit damage would have been great. Okay, passive. Each extra turn this champion gets increases crit damage by 10, stacks up to 50. Does this reset? If it doesn't reset, then this is bonkers. Then this is bonkers, especially in long fights. Each extra turn gets also decreased damage they receive buff. Oh my god. I don't know if this resets. If it doesn't, then this is just crazy. Summon Rush is the same. Okay, if it's the same event, then yeah. 5400 points is pretty standard. Which is around 9 sacreds. 8 to 9 sacreds. Alright, Gone Branch Breaker. So this is a Void Legendary. From Orcs. Orcs are due a good Void Legendary, aren't they? Alright, so this guy, what does he do? Attacks an enemy before attacking, removes one random buff from the target. Okay. Nice. Plays Brock Revive if this attack kills an enemy. Ooh. This is like Phoenix. Phoenix's A1 does that. And Phoenix's A1 hits hard as well. I wonder how hard he hits. It's defense-based champion. Can be a good defense-based nuker. Increase the value of any shield buffs on this champion by 30% of the damage dealt. Ooh. Cannot increase by more than 10,000. I wonder why they have that already in the skill. I wonder why. Is it because of that rare that got too OP? Maybe. Okay, his two skills are Timber Maker and Bark Breaker. His name is Branch Breaker. Okay. Attacks all enemies, ignores a percentage of each target's defense and equal to 50% of the difference between this champion's max HP and any shield. What? Weird calculation. This champion's max HP and any shields on the team. So shields when they are lowly shields by either they are running out or they are, for example, shields based on the blood shield accessories, then the difference potential will be massive. And then he will be ignoring a lot of defense. Also, it destroys target's max HP. Okay. We'll ignore any shield. Very interesting. Interesting to see how this mechanic works. Very conditional, so I will not be putting a lot of stock into this one. Places a shield buff proportional to this champion's defense and a strengthened buff on all allies for 2 turns. And places a counter attack on this. I wish this was all allies. Good ability. Good ability. To make him top tier and top, because he's a Void Lego, maybe this could have been grants an extra turn or something. Removes one random debuff from this champion at the start of their turn. Ooh, so this is like Doom Priest. Doom Priest and what's the other champion? The Barbarian. I'm forgetting the name. But that champion also has it. At the start of every 4th turn by this champion, removes all debuffs from them and places increased defense. Okay, I mean this comes very quickly. 4 turns, especially in longer fights. Increase champion's defense by 3%. This can be massive. So his kit looks like he hits hard. And if he does, then this defense increase, it's always really, really bonkers. Any champion that has this hits really hard. Okay. Tetsuya the Deliverer. Magic Shadowkin. Is he in the game? He's the Shadowkin faction champion, isn't he? He is in the game. Okay, so let's look at him in the game. One sec. Yeah, there he is. Tuhanan, yeah, thank you. Tuhanarak was the champion I was talking about. And Mod as well, yes. But Tuhanarak is the barbarian that I was talking about. So this guy looks cool. He looks really cool. There's a faction unity champion. So many swords. That's just a visual. Where do the swords go? They're entering here, but where are they exiting? What? Seriously, where are they exiting? All these swords. 1, 2, 3. 3 swords. They just vanish. And then he's carrying 2 swords, but only 1 sheath. Interesting. Very interesting. But he looks cool nevertheless. Looks very Shadowkin-y. Almost 1700 attack. That can mean a lot or can mean nothing based on the multipliers, which is such a weird thing to say. But yeah. Attacks an enemy, fills the turn meter of all allies. If this attack is critical, which it'll always be, considering he is in Nuker. So it's actually nice. 10% is pretty good. Attacks an enemy 2 times, will place 2 extra hits if the target's turn meter is less than 50. Okay. 2 extra hits. So that's potentially a quad hit. Will this work in Fire? No, it won't work in Fire Knight. Breaking the shield, because when you're trying to break the shield, the turn meter is usually very high. Can be conditionally good, but you can't rely on it. Will ignore a percentage of the target's defense that is equal to the target's current turn meter. What? What? Equal to? Are you kidding me? At the start of arena fights, the turn meter is really high. Up to 80-90% even. I thought this would be proportional, but it's actually equal. So this guy's ignoring 90% defense. And it's resets up. Oh my god. They just keep power creeping their game all the freaking time. This is gonna be assuming that it hits really hard, which when the turn meter is low, then he's hitting 4 times. So even though he's ignoring less defense, that 4 hits are gonna do a lot of damage. And when the turn meter is high, then he's ignoring a lot of defense. So he's most likely just one-shotting anybody and then resetting the cooldown of the skill. So he's going again, it's doing the same thing next turn. Okay, attacks an enemy, steals 100% turn meter and places true. Oh my god. Just places. Alrighty. This stuff I don't even try to read. This is just always bonkers. Passive fills the champion's turn meter by 15% whenever an enemy champion takes a turn. Okay. 15%. Crazy. So he's doing this. He's killing one of your team members, resetting the skill. When a few of your champions do take a turn, he is getting his turn meter boost, taking a turn and doing the same thing over and over again. Alrighty. Bonkers, bonkers, bonkers. Alright. Is that it? Yeah, the rest are the fusion champions. Okay. Those we know already. Crazy. That samurai is just crazy. And also the one we looked earlier. The the mythical from Undead. Also really, really cool. I would love to get my hands on her, either of them actually. For the Chimera. So much in her kit for the Chimera. Alrighty, so we just ranking up more points on the spider because the dragon tournament for me is done. And then if that's done, then the spider farm is just faster, 2 turns and 7 seconds. And I think it gives more XP as well. I'm not sure about the XP actually. But it also is more energy efficient when it comes to the dungeon divers. And accessories in general sell for more, so also makes more silver. Which is why I still run Spider 20. Otherwise I can solo Spider Heart 10 as well. Seriously, that kit. I would love to get that mythical, the undead mythical. Chimera has been the content that I've been most focused on recently. I would love to get her. I put out a video on Helicath. I hope some of you, if not all of you, let's see it. Using him for dealing with the ram form in the Chimera. I think he's actually a pretty good champion for that. I'm gonna run my Chimera fights, not today, but sometime midweek, maybe Wednesday. I can stream that. I want to also test Ninja out properly instead of Marius, or in addition to Marius. Right, how's it looking? 36, 37. Okay, they're getting up there. 40. I'm running to Isbelza's food. People who don't have Mikage will be furious watching this. She's one of the fusion epics for Mikage. But I've gotten her so many times. I also use her. She's actually a pretty good champion for Bommel. I used her for quite a long time. I still have her built. I used her earlier in the stream actually, if you want to go back, when I was doing Curse City. And she's actually very useful in some of the stages. So I keep her on. Very good bomb champion. If you do get an extra copy and you have done your Mikage fusion, then she's actually a good champion to build. How do the champion... How to do the champion cheers efficiently? Take food against a dragon so I can rank them up, right? Do you mean champion training? I'm assuming you mean champion training. I mean, what I do is I rank some food champions who I want to rank up to the next level. I run them through dragon or spider or whatever, wherever I am leveling up food. And then most of the champion training points are actually made in the tavern. They save brews. I mean, you get a lot of brews which can accumulate between fusions from the clan boss, who is the best source of brews. I never farm potion keeps. Sometimes I farm the arcane keep, for example, but that's the only one. And then use your brews. 3 stars before I feed them off, I'll use 2 brews on them to get them to level 15, and then 4 stars, 3 brews, and that is where I make most of the points. 5-star champions do get you more points, obviously. And if you're talking about stages, then yes, stage 20 is the best. And when it comes to energy efficiency, so in any of the dungeons, be it spider, be it fire knight, dragon, any dungeon, it's the same. Okay, so getting very close actually. Spider is one of the best ways, spider 20, to get dungeon divers points. So once you, because whatever dungeon farm that is running in parallel with dungeon divers, in this case it was dragon, you are going to finish up your dragon points halfway through when you are at the dungeon divers, and then the remaining, what I do is I run spider 20, as you just saw, and it gets me there quite fast. Obviously it consumes a lot of energy. So 4 stars, for example, I just ranked up. I will feed 4 other 4 stars, which I have ranked up to level 18 by feeding them all 3 brews each. Rank her up, and then once she's at 5, again I'm gonna feed her, right? So I am going to put in 7 brews on her. Once, oh my god, once these notifications stop. Oh, thank you very much. So 7, there you go. I'll do the same thing with the other 2 as well. There you go. And the last one. If you're doing clan boss every day, then you will accumulate brews. And I'm assuming you're not building champions all the time. You also accumulate them a lot more when you're in the end game, because you're not building out champions that frequently. But brews do help. Don't waste brews otherwise. They're very useful on champion training tournaments. Okay, so champion training, where are we? We should be very close to collecting, actually. Yeah. Also, another thing, like when these events come out, which is, for example, today, what I'm doing is not what everybody should aspire towards, which is trying to finish this off in one day. They give you, this one, they give you 4 days. In many events, they give you 3 days. Just space them out. If you don't have the energy, just space them out. I know there's an urge and that to want to do this immediately and then do nothing the remaining 3 days. Better to just space them out. Best use of your energy as well. Okay, so Doom Towers I also farm, right? Yes, I did. Hydra. Still do need to do Hydra battles. Well, let's run this. And instead of Loki, I will miss you, Loki. You're really good. I want to test out her. Does she have a higher speed aura than... Yeah, she does. She does. Then I will swap the positions of these 2. Where did she go? Excuse me. There she is. And then where is him? There he is. And Lammasu should open with this, and then this can be priority. That's fine. Everything else is fine. Okay, let's go. And ranking gear does nothing in champion? No, it doesn't. gear ranking works in the gear enhancement event, which is gonna come in a couple of days. For these events, it does nothing. I took out Loki, but one thing I forgot is Loki is wearing a provoke set. So now I have no provoke champions. So the debuffs are gonna get cleansed. But Marius with the hit. Okay, she gave it to the champion that needs it the least. The A3. Lamasu's targeting is so weird. I wish it was more predictable. I would be using her in so many different places, more than I do if her AI was more predictable. I've run so many tests on how she does it, but so far all my experiments have not yielded any results. Can't wait till you get Mithrala. Yes, Mithrala is an amazing champion everywhere in the game. She's one of the champions. Once you get her, it gives your account a massive boost everywhere. Really good champion. Falls off in the very late game, but she stays with you quite a while. Still use her in some areas of the game. But yeah, when you get her at that point in time, ridiculously good. Even more than Arbiter? That's a tough one to say. They're both really good. Probably Arbiter does a bit more, just because you get her faster, and at that point in time you are lacking a good reviver, you're lacking a good speed lead, so Arbiter's probably still more useful, but she's not far behind. Oh no, Poison Cloud is gonna come in. The block debuffs, the block buffs didn't go in time. That's because I don't have the provoke. I do need to get the provoke on this team, don't I? I believe I do. Yeah. All my champions are so low right now. He still hits so hard through the Poison Cloud, Marius. Oof. That was a tough hit. He'll bring everybody back, and the Poison Cloud madness is over, so we should be getting back into our damaging ways. Or damage ranking up phase. I know it's very sad to say, but maybe, just maybe, I might also think about taking Michinaki out of this team at some point. I don't want to. Just because he's been there so long. I have a connection with this guy. Such a good champion. Hydra, I do the easiest and just chip away at the shards. I'm at 3, and yeah, that's a very good strategy. Once you get Mithrala, she's also going to help you a lot with the Hydra, doing some of the higher difficulties. Very, very good champion. When should I use my fragment summon? In general, like the summons that you save up, use them for champion chase events. They will help you do champion chase events, especially when you're doing fusions. For example, in a couple of weeks, there will be the champion chase event for this current fusion, and that will be one of the best times to use it. I'm learning champion chase is very different. Yes, it is. Champion chase is about collecting champions, chasing champions, literally. And champion training is about ranking them up. Hey, Retanks, I got Michanaki when he was new. Now he has become mid. Power creep has gone crazy. I still wouldn't call him mid. He's still really good. But yeah, he has fallen off that top tier. That is true. Who was it? You, Retanks, earlier was talking about Marius in 9-piece Merciless. This is the Michanaki that I was talking about. This Michanaki is a 9-piece Merciless, even though he's a defense champion. So it does help, but obviously 9-piece Merciless is better suited for attack-based damage dealers, but it's still really good on Michanaki. I will test it out. As I said earlier, I will test it out on Marius at some point. On the Fear pre-regear weekend, most likely. The damage numbers are scaling. Oh, of course. Not like I'm doing much right now with watching the auto teams. So weird in this game. Even when I first played this game, I was like, why do people auto? What? It's a game, aren't you supposed to play? Why would people auto stuff? Of course, the game is more about building the teams than running it. I mean, there are some game modes that obviously I enjoy manualing. Also the Hydra at some point. For a long time, I did enjoy manualing. Chimera is still manual. Amius, all of Cursery I manual on hard difficulty. Because otherwise, yeah, why are you playing this game? Yeah, it was you, okay. Yeah, I will try this out. But yeah, Michanaki is a good showcase on how that strategy is actually pretty good, using Merciless on a defense champion. Come on, bring back Marius. Glaciate, what are you doing? He got eaten. Are you kidding me? He got eaten before he could bring back Marius. Now do it. Do it, Glaciate. Do you see this Acrizia, by the way? Such a crazy Acrizia. Another video I put out, I think a month ago on Acrizia, on why people, especially in the late game, end game, should change her out of Relentless into 9-piece Merciless, because that allows you to put more speed in her. She hits damage caps very easily, especially given the area bonuses of ignore defense and such. As you can see, she's doing a lot of damage because she's also going very often. And I get away with using crit rate gloves on her. Yes, this is Nightmare Hydra tanks. You don't use any of the champs. I have outgrown them. Ninja, Vizix, Loki. No, I do use them. Ninja is one of my best damage dealers. I just don't use him on this difficulty. Nightmare is the difficulty on which the max HP champions perform really well, which is why I'm using Marius and I'm using Acrizia. And on the second difficulty, which is Brutal, I use Ninja. He is really good. Really, really good. Especially paired with Mikage. Vizix I don't use at all. I mean, I do use her in the in my Phantom Shogun team, but she's just a crit damage tank. She's literally just there because I built her with more crit damage. So I don't use Vizix. Loki I do use. Loki was part of this very team instead of Lammasu until last week. And now I've put Lammasu in instead of Loki. Loki is a really good champion. Very, very underappreciated. He is so good for wave control. One of those to the Cursity stage on the last rotation with the 2 Paras and a Marishka. That stage becomes so easy if you have a decently well built Loki, because you can put out block active skills and then keep extending them with his A1. Really, really good. Oh no, the Poison Cloud back at it. Lammasu was slightly slower. The Poison Cloud just puts stop to everything. I mean, that and Serpent Swell buff, especially when you get 3 of them, which according to Plarium was a very rare occurrence. It would never happen. Turns out it happens all the time, especially at lower difficulties. It's crazy that you do so much lower damage on the lower difficulties compared to Nightmare. Very nice game design. Okay, but the heads are running out of Poison Cloud slowly, which means that I will get back to my high damage ways very soon. Okay, so even without the provoke, it's working okay-ish. Just because there's a lot of damage in the team. So she's been giving the reset to Michanaki quite often is something I'm noticing. Can you show me your ninja? I see people's ninja with 100k power. My strongest is 86,000. 55k. Again, you are an early game or mid game account rather. So of course your ninja will be weaker. My ninja is quite well built. 223 speeds. Why is it 117 crit damage? You can decrease crit damage and crit rate and increase crit damage. 161 crit damage is very low, but it is what I would expect out of a mid-game account. Mine, for example, is above 300 crit damage. So obviously he does a lot of damage. Just wait. As I said before as well, as you get better gear, you will naturally get more power and everything. Yeah, of course, crit damage, crit rate, just max it at 100. You don't need 117. 117 and 100 is basically the same thing. Okay, so we are at 230 at 60 turns, okay. Lammasu's eaten. We need the decrease attack. Come on, Michanaki, you can do it. Yes, there's the decrease attack. But now we also need the block buffs, which is gone now, unfortunately. Which means that Wrath is gonna smack. The decrease attack obviously helped. Block buff comes in slightly late, but it's fine. The decrease attack helped us survive that hit. Boom, boom, and boom. Come on, block buffs. We need it now. Oh, it got resisted. 3%. Even with the Void Champion. The reflect damage kills Marius, unfortunately. And now he will get Poison Cloud because of that. But he's very low on health, so he should be dead anyhow. Despite the Poison Cloud. There you go. Acrasia for the win. Yeah, she's very often giving it to Michinaki. I don't know why. Why she loves Michinaki so much. So turn 100, hopefully 350 mil. Hopefully. Yeah, there you go. Again to Michinaki. Is she just giving it to Michinaki? Okay, let's watch closely. I mean, Michinaki is not a bad champion to get that reset, to be honest. It does mean that he's doing his A1D HP burn much less. He does do it on his passive ability, you know, with the Hex. But Michinaki is about to be eaten. So then definitely she will give it to somebody else. Unless she loses it due to that fear. Which actually could happen. Okay, so he gets eaten. Okay, she does the block pops first, which is nice. So we will recover soon. So now she gives it to Acrizia, which is good. And Acrizia gets an extra turn. There you go, the 9-piece Merciless. That's the showcase. Crazy and 9-piece Merciless. Oof. The reflect damage is not ideal, obviously. Oh, but thank you, Michinaki. He takes it away. Boom, boom, boom. There's the Marius show once again. Okay, so we're not gonna get to 350 on turn 100, but maybe 320-ish. He stole the intercept. Look at that intercept buff on the Mischief head. Okay, intercept is gone. And the ally attack. Ooh, 314, 315. Can we get to 320? Come on. You can do it, team. Marius, come on. Oh, yes. I think we'll be able to do it. I mean, we will be able to do it now. There you go. 322. Can it be 325? I'm getting greedy. That was actually very good timing for the block buffs. Okay, so Michinaki once again is getting it. Very good hit from Marius. Okay, so now 2 champions are going to get the Poison Cloud, unfortunately. Okay, 339. Those two are still having the Poison Cloud. beats me with Poison Cloud on. That is never good. And Marius died because of the reflect damage. Not good, not good. Is this gonna fail the run? Hope not. Oof. We need Marius back. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. This might go wrong. Come on. No. Bring Marius back now. Oh my god. And that might finish the run. Bad RNG is such a big thing in Hydra, isn't it? God. Yeah, the fear procced, so he couldn't revive in time. And man, that just caused the run to... Okay, it wasn't... Wait, who was it? Was it Acrazia though who got eaten? I still can't accept this run. Even if it was Acrazia. Unfortunately, I will have to regroup this. I actually also want to test out Elva in this team and like switching them up. Could be actually nice. But then there's no healer on the other team, which is also not ideal. Anyways, I'll look at that. I'll run this likely tomorrow. The third clan was the Demon Lord key. Let's do it. Instant battle. And Loniro, are you still with us? You wanted to see my ninja? I'll quickly show that now. Okay, yeah, there he is. He's actually 140 mil. Not 140 mil, 140k power. He's in Cruel and Lethal. 7.5k attack, 332 crit damage, 318 accuracy, 243 speed. So yeah, that's the build. He hits really hard. Does a lot of damage in the Hydra. And then this is one of the best relics for Ninja. It works very well in addition to his passive, which does kind of the same thing. Crushing Red because he's 6-star. I'm thinking about switching him back to Nature's Wrath actually. And then Helm Smasher on the tier 6. But yeah. I think I will call it here. It's been what? 3.5 hours, wow. That I've been live for, and it's almost midnight for me. I have work tomorrow, so I will call it here. But thank you very much for everybody tuning in and staying with me. If you're watching on Twitch and you are not following, please do so. I'm very close to the 50 goal, which would be great to get. But yeah, thank you very much. And I will likely stream either Wednesday or Thursday, where I will likely do the Chimera keys. So similar time. So yeah, would be nice to see you guys again, and have a great rest of the day, the evening, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.